on winning for the wrong reasons, trying to get my number retired, can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe, never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that, big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do, lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do, lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do, lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Masterpiece, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ride it. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound us around me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like black, yeah. And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Miami Dolphins. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
There we go, back man. 120! Watch the block! Watch the block! Shoot! Watch the shoot!
Now the second year back from LSU, it's Darius Geis. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
And when you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Check 31. Check 31. That's right, 57.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
On first down, this is Geis. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends right. Hey, 4 down. 4 down. Mike, 4.
Wentz going to throw. Gets this one left side to Pettis. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down, Los Angeles.
Mike. Here we go. Here we go. 180. You don't want to see me.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. To the right side, complete to Taylor. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Dolphins' 37-yard line.
Here we go. Pac-Man. 180. This 5-7. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Alert. Alert. 3 down. 3 down. Mike 8. Mike.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wentz over the middle, complete. That's James. And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Was trying to get it to Darius Geis out of the backfield. That'll bring up second down.
Go. 180. Watch it. 57.
Shotgun handoff now to Geis. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage often...
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's third and short.
Hey, Steve 6.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And he's got Miller. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. And they keep those sticks moving forward, that time with a gain of 3. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. On the handoff, it's Geis. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. On the right side, this is Miller. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Now Wentz. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Dante Pettis, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Focus, defense, focus.
Now here's Mahomes. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. Give him 32 on the play.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Yellow. I'm going, Eddie. Hey, that QB's traps. Let's go.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
right. 180. Get to that, Mike, over there. I don't think you got it, son. Here we go. Check him up. Check the call. Check the call. Watch safety. Yellow. Safety's creeping.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up.
Yellow. On the line, right? Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Yellow. There's a lot of 15. Check my 15. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Jim. Banjo.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
It's 4th down and less than a yard.
Fight on these two. There's a lot of right. You got to get the ball, D. Get the
Mahomes takes it himself. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game. Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Here we go. 180. Great 57. Mike it. Hey, Alpha.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down.
74. Hey, box truck.
To throw is Wentz. The catch made by Miller. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
And the Chargers first down.
Wentz now. Only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
Great 15. General Wentz.
Out of the gun, Geis. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Wentz now on first down. To the right side, complete to Miller. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 11 yards there, just like last play.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They'll hand it down to Geis. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now Wentz. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2nd and 3 at the 22-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL.
Let's go. Great.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Jonathan Jones there to make the stop. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches have given him, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
Hey, Charlie.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. The Chargers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, Echo. Mike 4. Be a long day for you.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
20.
Tight end right. Tight end right.
5'9", 5'9".
I got 83. Me.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would...
And got his man complete! And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Yellow. 180. Yellow.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Going to get this to his rookie. That's Andy Isabella. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
1st and 10.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To throw, it's Mahomes. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Working from the gun, Mahomes. This will be caught at about the 6. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Slam.
Come back.
Showing it. Watch the motion.
The give to Jones. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down.
I'm coming after you.
Hey, 57.
52 is the mic right here over there, right? 52.
By 7, let's go.
Throwing now is Mahomes.
There we go. Back man. Ready?
Who that?
Tight ends left. Man 5-7. Hey. You got three. Three down. Mike, 4. Let's go, D.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Here's Geis. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken way up by the 25. And solid field position here to... as they get it out to the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Throw left side complete to Isabella. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The second quarter starts off with a bang as they snag over 30 yards.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Mike 50, no chance.
Mahomes now to throw. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. Will Lutz on for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Go. 280. getting it home.
Wentz now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Well, this game is, of course, part of the NFL 100 series, and the historical significance here goes back to that 1981 AFC divisional round game, dubbed the Epic in Miami. Others called it the game that no one should have lost. Boy, you had so many great plays in there. The hook and ladder, the end of the second quarter by the Dolphins. Remember Kellen Winslow, future Hall of Famer, getting carried off exhausted in that contest. Over 1,000 total yards between the two teams, and led by Dan Fouts, the Chargers pulled off the 3-point win in overtime.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Chargers on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Wentz. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time, and it'll be Dolphin football. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Get in the weight room. Wide. Hey, rip lift.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Even. 4 down. Even. Attack. Watch Mike. All day, dog.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's going to go down again. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith, as he gets the sack.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Mike 52.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. A look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down.
Come on, boys, come on. I got number 2. I got you 23. Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Back 2 is the Mike. Mike's back 2. I'm going to come back to you. Hey, 43, 15.
Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. On the right side, this is Miller. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. From the 29, Wentz, and he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. The Chargers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Great 15, great 15.
Wentz going to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on third down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
They'll find Metcalf. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
Let's go, D. Scene 6. You gotta step it up. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. It's our time. It's our time.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Let's go, Lou, Eddie.
Strip that ball. Hey, Mike's 50, Mike.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes throwing middle, but it's incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Mahomes now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Attack, attack! On three. Motion.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Mahomes going to throw. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
Here we go. Waiting! It's our time, guys. It's our time. Watch the safety creep. Watch twins. Watch twins. He's coming. Double up, double up.
They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Wentz. Over the middle, that's caught by Miller. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 30, 10, touchdown LA. Anthony Miller, 92 yards. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Chargers 17, Dolphins 7. Greg Zerline set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
The Dolphins take over first and 10.
Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
Wide. Hey, 57 colors. Let's go, B, let's go. Hey, let's get there. Hey, Mike 52. Time to go, night.
On first down, Mahomes going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Yellow.
Now here's Mahomes. Space to maneuver at the 40. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Mahomes now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Back to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Jakeem Grant. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 1-score game.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Lutz with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Wentz to throw. Completion left side to Miller. A gain there of 30 big ones. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Geis. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Where's 5-7? Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Mike 8. Gotta do better.
Throwing is Wentz. James has got it. Complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Wentz. The catch made by Miller. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Back to the ground game now with Geis. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Kill, kill, kill.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And room there to work it inside the 25. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Black, come on.
Go 58's the mic.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way.
Hey, Rip 5-2, out here. Hey, orbit.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Hey, what's that? Hey, what's the ball?
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And that is incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road, and everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they get the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their... And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Solomon Thomas in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
They'll look to throw. And a catch made by Leonte Carew. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
No timeout. You got to go quick here.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 10.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, 43.
Back to the Mike 5-2, Mike 5-2. Come on, D.
Back to throw. Mahomes. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. It's a big play there for Miami. 51 yards. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the play.
To throw is Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Mahomes to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And the ball is knocked out and picked up by the Chargers. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball, so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And this not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a West Coast team that traveled east, but they got the job done.
And there's so much that goes into it because your body time and your body clock different from what you're used to west, because if you go east, you're going to lose up to 3 hours, right? So is your body going to be awake when it's time to play? A lot of teams actually rehearse it. They practice it. Maybe the week of the game, they move everything up to that time frame so guys get used to doing it that way. I remember when I played at Tennessee, when we had to go from east to west, our trainer Tim Karen said, leave your watches on East Coast time. Every piece of information we got was East Coast Standard Time. Try to psychologically tell us what to do, as well as prepare our bodies the same way.
So for our visitors, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Miami, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6.